Woohoo!
Starring Chris Pratt as Mario.
I honestly, there was a lot of backlash with Chris Pratt being Mario, but I think he nailed it. Alright? I think it wasn't too forcey, right? It wasn't too forcey at all. He just kind of was a natural at it.
Yeah, like in that regard, like I do agree with you. I do think he did like a pretty good job, as well as like all the other voice actors. Like I know Seth Rogen got some stuff for Donkey Kong, which it wasn't perfect. Don't get me wrong, like, it wasn't spot on, but like I didn't notice too many problems, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
My honest take, I didn't really like Seth Rogen's voice as Donkey Kong.
I mean, I don't know
out
what's
of
up with
place.
Seth Rogen. See,
well, like
our
I
main
didn't.
person, Mr. L, hates Seth Rogen, and he had a lot to say about Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong. But I don't even know who Seth Rogen is, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck. This movie was completely fun for me, and I really enjoyed it.
Jack Black did an amazing job on.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Bowser.
Oh, and that
I think
song
he
that
did the
made?
best out of all of them.
Jack Black did pretty good as Bowser.
They put Jack Black in the jar. Someone,
Which is
Illumination knows what they were doing there.
Yeah, someone get a visual on this one.
There he is.
There he is. Wait.
Yeah,
He's a bit blurry.
It's taken right from the movie theater. Don't blame the photographer.
They fucking.
Hey, I can pitch in, like, you know, for someone that isn't necessarily a Mario fan.
Yeah, you're
How
not a
would
Mario
you-
person. You probably didn't get a lot of the references. How was it for you?
Well, the Mario movie, speaking from a guy that doesn't play a lot of Mario games, I thought the movie was actually really good. They did an amazing job. The animation was amazing.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
The animation was beautiful.
The music was just fucking amazing as well. 10 out of 10.
Yep.
My nostalgia boner was full on erect.
Oh yeah, like I could. If I had $1 every time I got chills from the music, because like I just recognize it, and then they make it like epic. Man, I would go away a happy sailor.
And the music is not even scraps from the games. It was completely remixed, and yet they still nailed it.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
And the amount of references in here was like so worth watching. Like if you're any sort of a fan of Mario games, please watch this movie because there's like a bunch of like, you know, cool references that you're just like kind of give a nod to.
The one problem that is undoubtedly with the movie is the pacing.
Oh yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
like, I hate how they left Princess Peach like completely. You know, they didn't expand upon her at the end. Like that whole romance thing that led to nothing.
Yeah. So like the pacing with this movie was definitely a huge problem, and there's no arguing about that. Because let's face it, a lot of characters here go underdeveloped. You don't really get to know many characters besides maybe one or two, maybe three.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Luigi
agree with
never
you
got
guys,
expanded upon. You know. And I felt if they added like 20 more minutes to the whole movie just to kind of flush those scenes out, there would be zero problems coming from me. But
Yeah, that's what it feels like, though. We're getting a movie that has 20 or 30 minutes cut from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Barry, do you want to chime in?
It just felt really rushed, but I understand with production values and shit. But I mean, this movie's visuals were pretty damn good. Animation movie.
The animation was good, but it's just I think this is pretty typical on like Illumination films where they leave stuff kind of half-baked. How about you, Gabe? How do you feel about the pacing?
Pacing, I said it to you guys before. Pacing was absolutely fucking nuts. I didn't even get half of what was going on.
Yeah. And
So,
And for people who don't know Mario, I could see like how that would be almost essential to know what's going on for the film. You know?
Yeah. I was like confused. I was confused for like almost like half of the movie.
Oh wow. Yeah. Like which parts in particular would you say?
Probably mainly like Peach and like Mario and Luigi's like backstories.
Yeah, because they never expanded upon Peach, how Peach would enter that world. Like they just say, oh, she just came there when she was a baby, and then cut to baby Peach.
Baby Peach.
And then also having randomly like just bunched in like a fucking backstory of Mario and Luigi as babies, and Mario stood up for him like out of nowhere. I remember that popped up in the middle of the movie, nowhere. You know?
He literally just came in like he was just written in just to exist at that moment.
Well, for that, but for that part, like it was more so like explaining like who like Luigi was. Yeah, like setting up the payoff at the end, which was another thing. Luigi, I did like the character dynamic between Mario and Luigi, but in this movie, again with the pacing, you don't get to see much of their, their like relationship because they're both on completely opposite sides on the world building. But overall, for me personally, the pacing didn't necessarily affect my enjoyment of the film, but it's just a very clear flaw you can point out.
I wish they stuffed out that turkey a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
As someone who grew up playing Mario games, like I love that movie a lot, but I won't call it a masterpiece. And sorry, go ahead.
The movie itself, I actually like that better than the other Illumination movies.
Absolutely.
The pacing, it didn't really bother me too much, but overall, it was amazing.
Yeah, like I think we're overhating on the pacing. Like it wasn't horrible. It could have been better. Absolutely could have been better.
Yeah, definitely.
It didn't really take too much away from the story, other than like, maybe it just felt a little bit rushed. But the whole story got across, off.
Yeah.
Oh, so can we talk about the fucking power scaling?
Oh, like, power scaling?
Bowser is fucking OP. Like, how he fucking tore down a whole ice castle with just his fucking breath. And
that was cool.
I know, but then he gets beaten by fucking Mario, which it was kind of I gotta be honest, it was a cool power-up fight scene. But come on, I fucking died in the lava with a star, but fucking Mario and Luigi go 30 minutes in a fight with a fucking star. That's insane.
The power scaling was overall, I guess, pretty balanced considering. Like, let's just be honest, like it's Illumination. Like, they're not gonna have like an Avengers Infinity War plot where the bad guy wins and like Mario fucking dies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. But like, alright, how was Luigi like? He's immune to heat apparently. Like, can we just talk about that?
That man was so close to lava multiple times.
He was right next to lava. Do you know how hot lava is and how hot the air around lava is? He would be melting.
Don't visit Florida, friend.
He would ignite just from being near it.
Yeah, and then not to mention he crawled over the already melted bars to get on top of the fucking cage and like fell off. And not to mention how he fucking picked up a sewer crate or like a sewer grate that was like whatever, and fucking survived blast, like a huge blast wave from Bowser with his fire breath, and the fucking manhole cover was getting red hot. Like, how is he that immune to heat?
Barry and Gabe, do you want to chime in on this?
I'm like, there's nothing else I could say. And I'm like, it's just a fucking, it's just all Hollywood smoke.
Yeah.
For me,
I would give it an A.
But I really wish they could have, I wish we could have seen more like more dynamic duos.
And also, like while you were talking about like the like the lava and like Luigi's flame resistance 4 from Minecraft, like naturally with these naturally with like these types of movies, like you had to like naturally you had to suspend your disbelief, on these types of movies,
Yeah.
Not to mention how they got Yoshi in there too at the end.
Yoshi!
Yeah, seeing that post credit got me a little hyped, a little too much for my reason.
Yeah. Yoshi has gotten a pretty risque reputation in our videos, so let's hope they don't watch our videos for inspiration on Yoshi.
Yoshi Wa.
So Nick, what would you say at the scores? I think you said it earlier, but just
Yeah, I did say it earlier. But I would probably give it an A, like a really low A, I would say.
so like around 90.
Yeah.
Barry, how about you?
For me, I enjoyed everything in this movie, but some things were very underwhelming for me, like the Bowser boss fight. At the end, it was very underwhelming for what Bowser could have been. For me, I would say the movie's more of an 85.99%.
No, how about you? Your rating.
The movie itself, I'm still kind of a newbie for Mario, so the movie itself was actually really enjoyable. There were a few things that could have been fixed, but overall, in the end, it's like some things you can fix, sometimes you can't really fix it, and also you're on like a time limit. So overall, my score would be probably a 96.5.
Alright, what is your take on this, Josh? What is your score?
For my percentage, I'll go around 90 to 95. I enjoyed it a lot, but there was some flaws that I think that they can definitely improve on if they do a Mario Bros. Sequel. Like if they just fix the pacing, I think it'll be a really good, really good quality, animation film. Sorry. You will be seeing more of us. That's for sure. We got a lot of stuff.
We got a lot of stuff coming towards you. Keep that in mind.
Alright. Yeah, with that being said, we'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace out. Bye.
Later.
No gamers.
Do you think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.